this will be our sales area, and so that's why it's empty. Here's a couple more things that are not for sale, but really talk about, Chuck Jones and his, Chuck Jones and his time at Warner Brothers, and then here is where they were at the Academy Awards. Over here we have the 9 Academy Awards, again another display piece, and here is the wall that we will have the timeline for Chuck Jones. This is a great, again, another display not for sale piece from the U.S. Naval Station, a letter talking about the Beep Beep cartoon, and then a real nice image of Wiley. Okay. Here's again more non-for-sale pieces, but a really beautiful model sheet from Raggedy Ann and Andy in the Great Christmas Caper. And then here's Colonel Blip and Mr. Beetle. Just really beautiful model sheets that you can just see some just wonderful renderings. These are the real deal. You can see where they've been pasted together. It's just a nice show. Here's again some more drawings of Chuck. This is from Ricky Tikki Tavi. Just a beautiful, beautiful rendered drawing. Again, not for sale. And then a Keymaster setup from Cricket King. Just, again, every one of these pieces you can just sit and talk a lot about. This is one of Chuck's original oils. Again, a not for sale piece, but just a beautiful image of Bugs and his finery. And then what we've put next to it are 2 of the Giclée pieces that are limited editions. And why I wanted to do that was I wanted to just show the quality of the Giclées and how they really do give an accurate representation of the original work. Here is our self-portrait with Bunny. And here is another, again, not for sale, wonderful drawing, and then the cell, and it's Princess Diana. This is again, another not for sale piece, but it is a watercolor that Chuck has done with Bugs and Daffy. Bugs, they're climbing up the mountain, and Daffy is a little over encumbered. This was something, when I opened the box, it was like, wow, this is pretty spectacular. This is entitled Linda. I am sure it is a portrait of his daughter Linda Jones, and the color and the mood and the majesty. This is a really, really wonderful piece that just really shows how accomplished an artist that Chuck was. This I thought was really interesting. I'm so glad that Craig sent it to us. It is an original production drawing of a boy, a pen and ink, of a boy running off to, running down the street. And then here is the oil that is very similar to that, again showing the breadth that Chuck has done. I just thought those 2 images were really lovely, and I put them together to really show how the drawing and the setup and the imagery of the thought process that people go through and in which they are putting together a piece, and then what they do with the color and the majesty and the depth and just everything is just really wonderful. Here we've got Chuck's humor. Chuck's humor about, again, original masters who have done like Toulouse-Lautrec, which I thought is a lot of humor. Here's a wonderful takeoff on Picasso called Oscar Time. We have down here the Squeam, and then Bugs' mother, which I thought was just fabulous. On this wall here, because you can see it down the street, we're seeing another one of the posters of, again, the Chuck Jones film production. This was his remake of or sequel of One Froggy Evening, entitled Another Froggy Evening. And then up there, a fabulous Carousel, which I believe is sold out, but is available here at the Morgan Hill Show of Michigan J. Frog. And that doesn't conclude our show, because I had forgotten that we've got grid walls here that are about how the Grinch stole Christmas. We see here a wonderful Carousel. Many of these are sold out, but again, available for us. Here is, again, we see the Grinch stealing Christmas, this wonderful one with Cindy Lou Who, and the 40th years of how the Grinch stole Christmas. Again, this wonderful Carousel of the Grinch and Sam the dog. Over here, we have a really special model sheet that is a Giclée and available for sale here. And then this great setup of the Grinch and the dog with a one-on-one, which is a production cell made from the actual drawing. I mean, it's a cell made from the drawing, it's not production, but here's the production drawing. Full-figured, wonderful, full in the image, wonderful pose, great emotion, and it is a real super piece. And then we'll go back around here to finish up the Grinch. And these are some wonderful stuff. Here's an original production cell, original production background, and here we're seeing as the Grinch is bringing Christmas back. This production drawing, I believe, is part of our not for sale. I could be wrong on that one, but this is just very full frame, just a wonderful drawing of how the Grinch sneaking away. I just love the expression on his face. That's just totally 100% Grinch. Here's a Carousel of Cindy Lou Who. We've got some things from Whoville, which is, we've got the production drawing. Here's the cell. I mean, another production drawing on top of that. So you can see where the blue is there. And then the production cell over the background. Beautiful. This is, again, one of our not-for-sale pieces. This is a great drawing of Horton at the abyss, looking into the abyss. Little tiny Horton, just on the top, going back. What I love about these is you can see where the television camera or the television frame would be, but the drawing goes out beyond it, but it gives you that wonderful sense. It really shows how the production was made. Just real. That was a special one to me. Then over here we've got something interesting. I just thought this really showed again the man who Chuck was. This is his daughter Linda. I'm assuming it was when she was going to high school, where he created a publicity poster for his daughter, which, again, you know, a not-for-sale piece, but something really wonderful to see. And who wouldn't want Daffy Duck for president these days? Here are Carousel, again, of, it's called Four. It is a Carousel that Chuck did in his sports series. And then this is a hand-painted cell, really mimicking the lines and the drawings of Chuck that we see here for Bugs and Daffy. And then this one over here was very popular last year, and it's got such a wonderful charm to it. It's a lithograph. It's called Bear Hug, and it just really, there's a wonderful sense and peace about this piece that we sold lots of them last year. It's back again, just to show again more of the artistry of Chuck as opposed to just the cartoons. Love the face of the little boy. And then the bear. Oh, how sweet. And that concludes our show here at Morgan Hill. If you're at all interested in purchasing any of the work that you see here, feel free to give Pamela Meador a call at 408-891-4931, and we can make sure that you too can take home a piece of Chuck Jones art from the second annual Chuck Jones Center for Creativity show here in Morgan Hill, California.